Dump them out of the bag. Think I can make this?
Where?
Not a
Like
chance.
where? No chance. Well,
No
there's
chance.
too much back. There's a backboard.
You don't think? Is this rude? Is this rude? Like if I
Miss, you better go pick it up.
No. Oh, sure. There's no chance.
No, I said there's a backboard. I was like,
Oh,
when I looked at it, I was like,
that was nothing but that.
no, but you got the backboard for security.
All right, I didn't need the security.
There you go. If that thing was
Hey,
naked,
bring that pizza in a little closer. It looks like it's gonna fall off.
it won't. I'll catch it before it falls off.
We were saying by the end of the show, all the food last show had migrated this way. Jack's table was empty. Oh, we're gonna go. Here we go.
What kind of wings are these?
I don't know.
They look hot.
Here we go.
What kind of pizza is that? Cheese.
The Raptors get it done against the Philadelphia 76ers, 119-109. Live from Real Sports, welcome to Raptors Tonight. I'm Randy Urban, Jack Armstrong, Leo Rautins, Sherman Hamilton. Glad to have you on this new set. What do you think?
I'm liking the new set here.
Yeah, all right.
The food, the spread. We didn't do anything about the host, but this stuff is great.
Can't have everything.
You know
You're
what?
right. You can't have everything.
That actually reminds me. I got there was a comment last night or on the first show. Randy's a good sport about things, and quite frankly, you gentlemen are lucky. So just wanted to put that out there.
Hold on.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Mr. Urban.
You can't have family
It
right
was my
stuff
dad.
and then
It
you
was my
repeat.
dad.
Yeah,
All right.
your dad you can't use
Don't
your
believe
dad.
what you hear on social media.
Can I talk to you? I don't want to talk to these guys. Let's talk about the game, Jack. This didn't really look like the team
Hey, Sherm, how's the food? Good?
Food's
we're
good.
down
Yeah, I
3-0
really like
to
it.
Philadelphia.
I think
Last-
people would be more
last
interested
playoffs.
in what we said.
What
Yeah,
did you
they'd
like
want to know
about the
about the
demeanor?
tacos, right?
Guys,
Because
are you
this
kidding?
host, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I thought the Raptors played with great pace tonight. They played a really fast game tonight. I mean, Philadelphia gave up 29 break points tonight, so
Yeah.
they protected the ball in the first half. They played with a lot of energy. The ball moved. Their second unit came in. They shot the ball well from three. Just a lot of stuff to like.
Yeah. Leo? I'll go to Sherm. Sherm, just
Well-
about start to finish, this was a surgical win, in my opinion.
Well, I think establishing something early was important for the Raptors. You're coming home. You've got a really tough team coming into your building. And I thought the Raptors did a good job from the jump, as Jack said. They were aggressive. They shot the ball well. Pascal Siakam got off to a great start. And I think when you set the tone like that
Yeah.
against a team like Philadelphia, who, they're still trying to figure some things out
Yeah.
about how they're going to play with the new and shape James Harden, figuring out how Tyrese Maxey fits into this because he is really, really good. So you're getting them at a good time.
Yeah.
And I thought the Raptors did a great job saying, we're at home, we're going to play the way we want to play, and you're going to have to figure out how to beat us at our best from the start.
And Leo, too, they got up 12, they got up 13, 14, and then it would get to 6 a few times, but they didn't really break at that point. I think that's a good thing for
I
them.
think they really picked up off the second Miami game. The second Miami game, there were a lot of good things happen defensively, the way they asserted themselves, the way certain guys kind of played, even like, say, Gary Trent, the way he kind of just got out of it, made some bigger plays at the end of the game. And I think everything just carried over to this game. And I thought from the beginning of the game, they were just assertive. They were going to take care of the defense. Hey, the ball was popping. They were taking care of the basketball. And, what happens in those games we saw where teams get runs? Mm-hmm. You have these droughts. Mm-hmm. Well, there's no droughts if you defend and move the basketball and get great shots. There's no droughts. And they did a really good job of not letting runs get too far and just finding a way to pop right back in.
It's interesting you make that point about the droughts, Leo. You have Scotty Barnes back in the lineup, and now you got a guy like Chris Boucher who's playing for you now. You're a little deeper. So when you go to your
Chris
bench,
makes a big difference.
Yeah, you can have like 3 starters and 2 subs and 2 subs and 3 starters, whatever. You can have good combinations where you always have enough scoring. And you always have one guy that can maybe attract 2 to him, and it makes the other shots better. Like, they had good flow tonight. And think about when you get Otto Porter back.
Yeah.
You're not even seeing Thad Young right now.
Yeah. Let's talk about Pascal Siakam, because I feel like we're going to be saying this a lot this year. He was player of the game on the broadcast, right? 13 assists.
I think so. Yes, he was.
Sure, he hit his first 4 threes. The first one he hit, and he's jawing a little bit back with PJ Tucker. PJ's like, I don't think PJ thought he had that in his game. He hasn't been a great three-point shooter in his career. But when I look at that shot, this is a guy that I feel like can make 50% of his shots in any given game. I don't think he's going to shoot 40% from 3, but he's going to be better than last year. His shot looks better to me.
His all-around game looks better.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that Pascal can impact the game with assists, with rebounding, defending now, he doesn't have to score a ton, but he can.
Yeah.
And I think the beauty about Pascal is the way he's playing right now. If this is an indication of the bottom, if this is the floor of what he can be, imagine when he gets into flow and rhythm in the season and he's got everybody working around him.
Yeah.
He can be very dangerous, but his shooting is much improved to your question. But his all-around game is so much better that his shooting just looks that much better with his game that he has.
Yeah, it's coming out of his hand, I feel like, a bit freer, a bit more.
You know what he did?
smooth.
PJ gave him a shot.
Yeah.
And remember in the past, there was in situations, even against Philadelphia, like Embiid would give the shots, and he hesitated. Mm-hmm. He went, boom, take it.
Yes, yeah.
And he looked right at PJ. You want to give me that? You're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Came right back, did it again.
Yeah.
When you shoot the ball that way, as opposed to maybe, okay, that's a different shot. If you just say, you want to give it to me? Bang.
Yeah.
It's a different shot. It's assertive, and the flow looks good, the legs were good, the release was good. And, and what I love, we talked about after the game with Jacko, that once you hit the open shots, right, or the threes, all of a sudden people want to come up, and now you put a forward, now the distribution. So he's not one-dimensional. Okay, I'm shooting threes, I'm going to keep shooting threes. No, you play the game. Defense now reacts to that, now you play the rest of the game.
It's interesting. You got a lot of guys back from last year, and they look like a team like that. It's like the college version of having a team filled with juniors and seniors and redshirt seniors, where they're upperclassmen types, and they don't get rattled. Think about it. They're 3-2 right now, and their 2 losses are by 3 points and 4
points. Yeah.
They're in every game, and they're only a few plays away from being 5-0, but it's so fragile, it can go the other way too. But I just like what I'm seeing in terms of their maturity. You look at how Scotty Barnes plays. To me, I look at Gary Trent. There's a lot more polish in his game now, having been here for a while.
Just quickly.
Yeah.
About Pascal.
You don't even have to go quickly. You can go as long as you.
About Pascal.
You might stick around for the whole night here.
Well, I can't.
Okay.
I can't do that anymore.
Okay.
Hey,
but I
party
appreciate
boy
it.
over here.
I know.
Hey, me and Leo got
The young cat in the group can always hang out all night,
dance
right?
floor tonight.
But, Pascal said it. He said, I want to be a top 5 player in the league. Listen, you have goals. You have personal goals. You have team goals. When you put a goal like that out there, you verbalize that, everybody's coming at you.
Yes.
They're going to prove that you're not a top 5 player. So for Pascal to do that, he's saying, not only am I saying it, I want you to know it, so you bring me your best, and I'm going through it. And to me, that's a different level for Pascal. And if he can continue to take that step, all of a sudden this team becomes very different.
Did I hear that right? 0 turnovers in the first half?
They ended up getting credited for 1. I don't remember where it was, but tonight they were terrific all night protecting the ball. And a guy like Siakam, he's handling the ball a lot as a point guard. And for him,
Think about what a benefit that is. Maxi's a nightmare to play against.
Yeah.
He picks you up full court. Fred gives rid of the ball and doesn't have to he doesn't have to exert stress all game long.
Right.
Good point.
Pascal brings it up. Scotty brings it up.
Yeah.
And where was Fred in the fourth quarter? Strong.
And they can move him off the ball. They can run screens for him.
Exactly.
They can put him in handoffs and screener rolls. It makes a big difference.
And what's so impressive about that is, a guy who handles the ball as much as Fred does, usually you have a rhythm in the game. You've ran some screener rolls, you've been bringing the ball up, you get that lather going. Fred doesn't need that. He doesn't have the ball for the majority of the game. Fourth quarter comes, bang, he's there making shots, making plays. The guy's a true pro.
We got
True pro.
He understands the game.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about Boucher because we didn't really get a chance to talk about him last game, his first game back, and he was efficient. I know he had some foul trouble last game. Quick 10. He had a quick 10 again off the bench tonight. Dude, what are you seeing from him? He's just picking up where he left off.
You know what? We talked about this last year, that he figured out to stay on the floor, you're going to have to be smarter defensively.
Yeah.
To stay on the floor, to get your offense. You're going to stay on the floor defensively. So as well as he's played offensively the last 2 games, I was watching his defense. He's stepping up here, going here. He's rotating down here. He's doing this. He gets it. Like, he's realized what he's got to do, and the confidence well, he's always had the confidence offensively.
For sure.
But now his decision-making, his shot selection is way better. So that's a great compliment to the rest of his game. You know?
And then when he had Embiid in the low post, he dropped a little baby hook on him. Like, he's not afraid to do that, which is, I'm not saying you want to have Boucher backing guys down on a nightly basis, but like his touch is better too.
And I think when you have him and Achua, once again, I thought played well. They play off of each other. They both bring a lot of energy and fierce determination and pride. So I think this second unit, it just looks different.
Yeah.
It looks different. And I'm excited to see what an Otto Porter can bring. But here's the thing, and it's interesting. There was so much concern about the bench. Bench was very good tonight. And you look at Achua's performance on Monday night against Miami. 3-point shooting in the first 5 games has been very, very good.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of it comes down to the fact that the ball just flies around. You
the
get good
type of
shots.
shots you get.
Exactly.
Right? If you get good high percentage shots,
Sherm, you weren't really a lockdown defender, but
Hold on, can I smack him in the head for you?
You can smack him
Smack him in the head.
anytime in the head for me, even when I'm not here.
just I'm kidding. You were amazing. I have no idea.
You usually don't.
What did you think about the defense on Harden, though? You laughed a little too hard at that. Take it easy.
You know,
right.
James Harden, he's an amazing basketball player. We know that. A magnificent passer, a great one-on-one player. I like how the Raptors defend him, though.
Yeah.
They really don't allow him to get 9, 10 dribbles off. They get into him, they disrupt flow, they make sure they have size on him most of the time. And to me, that kind of throws his rhythm off. Now, he's going to be able to assist because sometimes a second defender comes, he can get rid of the basketball.
Yeah.
But James Harden, to my point earlier, he's still in shape trying to figure out how to play with these guys. And forgive me for saying this, but Tyrese Maxey is so good that they need to carve out some space for this guy. He cannot sit around and watch James Harden pound the ball 15, 20 times.
He's special.
He's a special player. And you look at the pecking order, I wonder if they made Tyrese Maxey number 2 in the pecking order, how different this team would be. Because he plays with pace.
Interesting point.
He can score from 3, he can get to the basket. He adds the element that they don't have.
he's their most explosive guy,
Easily.
hands down.
Easily.
But here's what people haven't mentioned this, but James Harden has kind of abused his body over the last 3-4 years, right? Get out of shape.
As we eat pizza. And,
We're supposed to abuse our body. He's not.
Speak for yourself, Leo.
And a lot of it was for a lot of reasons, right? You want to get out of a team, you want to get out of a deal, you get heavy, you're not in shape. Next thing you're forced to trade, right? Well, everybody talks about, well, look, he got ready this season. I hate to break the news to you. At that age, the more you let your body go, you can't just get it back.
Yeah.
All right, there's a loss. You're going to take a loss.
You know.
And I'm watching him
I'm
play.
getting nervous, Leo.
We're screwed. But I'm saying, I'm watching him play, and I go, despite the fact that he did everything he could to get ready for this season, he's lost.
Yeah.
His game has lost steps, has lost speed. Like I said, and it's a dangerous game to play with your body. You played, right? I mean, you screw around with your body, you're gonna pay a price.
Yeah, get in.
It's a great point you make. And I just want you're talking about Harden. Some of it's Harden, some of it's Embiid. Nick Nurse is just so counterintuitive. Like tonight, they kept running 2 guys at the ball in the middle of the floor. Who does that?
Yeah.
I mean, like really, right in the middle of the floor where now the guy can boop, boop, and just pick you apart, and yet they do it.
You're trusting the other rotations.
And where does that come from? That comes from having a group of guys that know the system and have played together a little bit, that you can do some oddball stuff. And the other guys are going, what are they doing? remember Nick did this a few years ago against Houston, and unfortunately Houston picked them apart. He used some of that again tonight, not only on Harden, but definitely on Embiid. And it takes a little bit of guts to do that.
Any other notable performances, Sherman?
Your performance.
Tonight, as always, solid.
So we're going to assess it right
That's
here.
what we're going for. Solid now.
Yeah.
Solid is the
No,
bar.
I'm just saying, like with you here,
No,
it
you
throws
said
me off a
solid.
little
It's
bit.
solid the bar.
Well, the NBA,
It
you
was
probably make
good.
$12 million as solid.
Wow.
Do you hear what he just said?
He's
When you hear it throws him off a little bit. A good point guard with a guy back in a lineup doesn't get
Is
thrown off.
anybody, like, are you with me? Do I have any? Nick, come on over here. This is our intern.
We have an
Nick. Yeah. He's on the show. He's
bringing
watching
up
the show.
reinforcements?
This is my guy. This is
your
my
guy.
guy. Yeah. Do we have? Oh, grab that mic. Bring the mic in here. So.
Wait, is this an intern?
Yeah.
What's
This
your
is
name?
a new feature. This is Nick.
Hey, Nick. How you
I
doing?
gotta ask you a question.
Hey, Sherman. So I'm going to
he's
give you
gonna ask you a question.
sage advice.
Are you his guy or my guy?
Nick.
And Nick, first of
I
all,
brought him on the
Nick,
show.
how do I get my hair like that? I mean, he's got the beautiful
Jack,
hair.
you're not reversing time. Let it go.
That's it. I'm done. I'm
Here you
washed
go.
up.
Come home, right, Sherman?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you this. You're just getting into business, right?
Yes.
Be very careful about who you hit your wagon
That's
to.
right, baby. You got him. No,
Randy's a great guy.
thank you. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
Nick,
for
I'm
the
going to
guys?
give you my
Yes.
number.
Nick, have a
after.
question. Nick has a question
Nick,
for us.
you don't have to hold that. Just hold that.
Awesome.
You're taking
look at that.
broadcasting. You're giving him broadcasting.
That's about the best advice he can give you.
Nick, what do you got for us, Nick?
Yes, I do. So, as a Raptors fan from the start of the season, it's always been a question, not having a traditional center. But we've seen Koloko fill those shoes with a lot of flashes of brilliance. But however, we've seen, like today, him face foul trouble and make a few poor decisions. What advice would you all give him?
Can I ask you a question?
Let me take that.
Are you interested in hosting? Because we need a host. Dude, that was
That's
great.
way
That was a
better.
great question, by the way.
If we had anybody here that could lead like that, it'd be fantastic.
It would be a great show.
I should start answering.
It would be
I tell you, it was a
that
very
great.
thoughtful question.
Yeah.
Who wants to answer it? I mean,
Can we just adjust something? Can you get up for a second? Can you just get up?
Let our guys sit down and host.
Nick,
Okay?
have a seat.
well, I'll answer the question. No, it's a good point you make. But you know what? It's all about throwing him in the deep end, trial and error. He's going to have moments where he really shines, and he's going to have other moments where he struggles. But to me, when I watch him, he strikes me as a willing learner and a guy that's going to get better from experience. I think it's awesome that he's out there playing against a guy like Joel Embiid. It's got to help him get better as he goes along. It's great experience for him.
I would say this, Nick. In order for him to be the player that people want him to be, he has to go through this. He has to make those mistakes. He has to be in situations that he's in a bit over his head, and maybe he sinks, maybe he swims, but he's always learning. So these reps are going to be good, and yes, he's going to make some bad decisions. He's young, but he's going to do way more good things than he does bad. And the only thing we can't force feed him is time. And he's going to need some time. So he's a great young prospect. He's going to be a very good player. Just let him develop.
It's like putting Nick
And
in
he's
his
going to
chair
do
right
way
now.
more.
No,
And
I
he's going to
think
do
Nick
way
would
more
accelerate.
bad things than good things. See?
That was a great question. though.
Yeah, great question. You should sit down. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it.
No, he's
Take care.
serious. He wants you to
Great
stop.
job, Nick.
Hey,
Buddy.
Hey, welcome to the team.
Very nice,
You'll be
Nick.
sitting in this chair
You're
shortly.
nervous as hell.
No,
I
I'm
know
fine.
you are.
I am.
Nick
I'm
did a
going to
great
get a
job.
text after.
He's got the TV here.
I'm going to have to calm him down,
sharp. He
Leo.
looks
Oh, yeah.
sharp.
You are so done. Nick, whenever you want.
great
Come on.
You got a future. You
I got
a bright
another
future.
question. I got one more question. Do you like these?
He's lost it. He's done. He's toast.
Do you like these back-to-backs, playing the same team twice in a row?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
You know what I do if I was the
I don't
team? You know what I tell the guys? Hey, we played these guys in the playoffs last year. Let's look at this as these two games are our two home court games. Let's take these two games, just like a playoff series. Let's just mentally look at it like they're in our place. We got the best record. We have them at home 2 games. Let's take these games.
I think we saw this with Miami. It creates a little chippiness.
Yeah.
And I think there'll be a little more chippiness Friday night. So, yeah. I think it's hard to beat a team twice, though.
100%. I think
That's an interesting
game
part
planning.
of it. Yeah.
You know, you're able to. Your scout becomes that much easier
That
because it
makes
was
it a
right
playoff
there.
scenario, right? when you
I
gotta
think
play.
it's. I like it.
My theory, Sherm, is that it'll eliminate longer winning streaks because it is, like you said, harder to play a team and beat a team 2 times in a row.
Yeah, no, it is
Okay.
difficult.
But wait a minute.
I didn't say that though. Jack said it.
But wait a minute. Why are we doing
Come
this?
back, Nick.
Why are we doing this?
one.
Why are we playing
Eating?
2 games like that?
Oh.
And why are we playing 2 games in Miami?
Travel.
Reduce travel,
Yeah.
so everybody can play and be stronger. So it's not that strenuous, is it?
I agree.
You just
I agree.
dropped some food
I
on
know.
there, so we're
I
gonna
like-
have to get Nick in this chair to eat properly, answer some questions.
Hey, look.
No?
I'm enjoying the food, so I'm
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
No,
All right,
that's the way it is.
Sure, the Jamaican patties are good, eh?
What's that?
Jack, you need
The
more
Jamaican
coffee?
patties are good.
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Yeah, they're good.
You
right.
want some coffee?
How
we doing? Is everything
Yeah,
all right?
we're done. Let's
We're
wrap
done?
it up. The Raptors will continue this 2-game series Friday night at Scotiabank Arena against these same Philadelphia 76ers. Tip-off goes at
Don't screw
7:30
this up.
7:30 p.m.
Don't screw it up.
Eastern.
Cold strong.
Come watch the show. Come be a part of the show.
There
We
you
might
go.
bring you on. We're going
Hey.
live at Real Sports
Great
and live
job, Nick.
on YouTube after every
You're the
home
man,
game.
Nick.
For Jack Armstrong, Sherman Hamilton, Leo Rose,
And Nick.
Rautins,
And Nick.
and Nick. Intern Nick.
Are you serious? Gonna ice him out? Like
Listen,
that?
I swear to you, I'm gonna get a text later. Sherm, am I in trouble? Is my job in jeopardy? Yes, it is.
Thank you for watching. We will see you next time.